Divorced Dad Diaries, day 82 and 83, and we had a bit of a whoopsie these holidays. It looks like a hole in the wall. Well, that's probably because it is. So, my kids have been playing on the stairs, certainly not to my surprise. Let me put you down somewhere. And they were just having a bit of fun with it. And early morning, I was lying in bed, and I hear a big tumble and a big bang, and instead of hearing the usual laughs, I heard a whole bunch of hushes. It was like, something's just happened. So I wandered out into the hallway, had a look, saw the hole in the wall, came out into the lounge, and my kids were watching TV and acting like nothing had happened. I just kind of flashed back to when I was a kid. I had a toy gun, and I was just being a bit of a fool with it, and it flew out of my hand, and it hit the wall, and it put a hole in the wall right above my bed, just a little bit above where my pillow sat, and I was like, and I went and I lifted my pillows up just a little bit to hide the hole in the wall, and just left it there, ignoring the fact that my mum used to make my bed like once a week, and of course when she made the bed, she would have found the hole in the wall, and sure enough she did, and she's like, who put this hole in the wall? And I'm like, I don't know, must have been when I was asleep. As a parent now, I can see why my mum got very frustrated with me sometimes. But I didn't want to come at them from a point of aggression, so instead of saying, who put the hole in the wall, I just wandered out and said, why did you put a hole in the wall? Didn't ask anyone in particular, just why? Why did you do it? And immediately my son just goes, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. And I could tell he was very upset. So, didn't tell him off or anything. I just gave him a cuddle. And after we'd had a cuddle, then I asked, well, how did it happen? And he said that he had fallen down the stairs. And then 5 minutes later, my oldest daughter and I were in the stairwell cracking jokes about how the hell we managed to put that hole there. It's at such a weird angle. But he wasn't injured, so that's fine. I'm just going to have to talk to the landlord. I've fixed holes in walls before at my old house. I got 4 kids. Holes in walls happen. But I don't know what colour the wall is painted. I need to know what colour it is to be able to do it properly. So even if I got it professionally filled up, I need to know what the paint colour is, so landlord's got to know. But they've all gone back to the mums for the second half of the holidays, and while I was there, I took the opportunity to fill out some doctor's forms to get them enrolled in the doctor and get us enrolled at a doctor, because we've been here a year and we're still not enrolled at the local doctors. And part of that is the fact that I hadn't been to my doctor for so long that I actually got unenrolled. So yeah, if you're unaware, if you don't go to your doctors in 3 years, they unenroll you. And it's not just me, it's happened to my oldest son too, because he got all his up-to-date vaccinations, and then I don't think he's been back to the doctor since, so he also got unenrolled. So I haven't had a doctor for probably about a year now at this point, and it'll be about the same with him. But when we were filling out the doctor's forms, I just kind of decided that it would be easier if we, even though we're like separated, it would still be easier if we were all at the same doctor, because, then our kids are also all at the same doctor as well. But it raised questions that we hadn't really talked about before, because, when you're filling out the kids' forms, you have to put on an address, and they now have 2 addresses. We agreed that I'd put my ex-wife's address on it, just because, well, like I said, I've been unenrolled. I was like, if anyone's more likely to go to the doctor, it'll be her, and she would be more likely to go with the kids, I guess. I have a very it'll be right kind of attitude. It's a family thing. I don't think I've ever seen my dad take a sick day either. But the other thing was the emergency contact. So I don't have any family around here, and I was like, who do I put as my emergency contact? So I just asked her, I was like, can I just put you then? Because again, it's very unlikely that it'll happen, but in the case that something happens, someone would need to take care of the kids, so I think logically it would make sense for her to know about it. So I thought, yeah, I'll just go with that. Yeah, things like that. It's been 3 months almost since the separation. I'm still finding those small things. Like, I bet you she's probably still getting some of my mail as well. But otherwise, it was a fairly standard 2 days. I whipped around the supermarket to grab some essential supplies, and then I did my hair care routine. And I'm going live tonight to do a bit of cooking, so I'll either catch you there or I will catch you on the flip side.